Hello everyone, in today's session I'm going to discuss the workbook solutions from the poem A Work of Artifice written by Marge Piercy. Do check the pinned comment section for all important video links and playlists related to your syllabus. हमने easy explanation, line by line easy explanation already upload कर दिया है, so do check the pinned comment section. This is extract 1. Which tree is the poet talking about? How tall would it have grown and in what circumstances? The poet Marge Piercy is talking about a little bonsai tree. The specific answer here is which tree? It is a bonsai tree that is kept in the attractive pot. Here I have written bonsai tree and along with this I have given two pieces of information. Number 1, bonsai tree is a little tree, and number 2, it is kept in the attractive pot. It could have grown 80 feet tall had it been allowed to grow outside. So this is the circumstance, the circumstances where it could have grown to such an enormous height. अगर ये बाहर grow करता in its natural habitat, another important expression, perhaps on the side of a mountain. It could have grown 80 feet tall. Now, dear students, in the third question, again, they have asked where would it have grown tall. So, I will not use perhaps on the side of mountain in this question. I will use this in the third question. So, we will write till here. It could have grown 80 feet tall had it been allowed to grow outside in its natural habitat. And in question 3, I will mention where it could have grown. Frame your answers in such a way so that you do not repeat any point. What does a bonsai tree symbolize? Explain. I will have to give the symbolism of the bonsai tree and I'll also have to explain it. The bonsai tree symbolizes women who are subjugated, suppressed and compelled to lead limited lives according to certain predetermined social customs and traditions of patriarchy. So here all these words are important. Women, patriarchy, and they are subjugated, suppressed and compelled to lead limited lives. एक पितृसत्तात्मक समाज में औरत का क्या पोजीशन है, औरत का क्या रोल है, बोनसाई ट्री के माध्यम से पोइट ने हमें यही बताया है. Where would it have grown tall? Now this is the third question. See, here they have asked where would it have grown tall. So the first question and this third question is more or less similar. So here I will write it would have grown tall on the side of a mountain. I will use this piece of information here instead of mentioning it in the first answer. एक पॉइंट को हम ऐसे ब्रेक करके 2-3 आंसर्स में यूज कर सकते हैं क्योंकि all the questions are interconnected. So you must frame your answers really wisely. Next, how would its height be its enemy? And what is the height? 80 feet tall. The enormous height of the tree would expose, वो expose हो जाएगा ये tree to the elements and forces of nature, lightning, thunder, storms. The height would make it prone to lightning. It could have been split and damaged by lightning. Why do you think the poet used the words attractive pot in the extract? The bonsai tree is used as an object of interior decoration. Very important. Attractive pot equal to object of interior decoration. Thus, in order to suppress its natural growth, this tree could have grown very tall and strong. In order to suppress, control its natural growth, it is kept in an attractive pot. And metaphorically क्या significance है इस बात का? The words attractive pot suggest deceptively safe domesticity. This is a deception. Reality में अगर ये bonsai tree tall and strong होता तो वो उसके लिए बहुत अच्छा होता, मगर यहाँ पे एक bonsai को समझाया जाता है कि तुम इस पॉट में, इस घर में, इस रूम में बहुत सेफ हो. Like the bonsai, women are made to have limited lives. Women are made to live limited lives and treated as objects for ornamentation and show. Women are also considered as objects of beauty. They are socially conditioned not to question this. These are the important words and expressions in this answer. Attractive pot, women object of beauty. Pot is the house, the domestic sphere, and bonsai is also an object of interior decoration. And all these things sum up to deceptively safe domesticity. Women को socially condition किया जाता है और bonsai को भी समझाया जाता है गार्डनर के माध्यम से कि तुम यहाँ पे ही सुरक्षित हो, ठीक हो. What does till split by lightning symbolize? Symbolic significance. The expression till split by lightning symbolizes the hardships, obstacles, challenges faced by women in the world, and these may threaten the peace of mind, safety and security of women. Here I'll have to write about the symbolic significance. और इस poem में symbolic significance क्या है? Split by lightning. Lightning stands for hardships, obstacles and challenges faced by women. अगर औरतें घर से बाहर जाएगी तो औरतें बहुत सारी challenges face करेगी. And these challenges will disturb the peace of mind and will also be a threat to the safety and security. Till split by lightning. The next question, I have changed the paragraph. How is the tree protected from lightning? The tree is kept in a pot. इसीलिए tree को घर में एक pot में रखा जाता है, which stands for the house. And the house is limited to the domestic sphere. Here the gardener protects it from lightning in this way by keeping it in a pot. Extract 2. How tall is the tree? Why did it not grow any further? The bonsai tree is 9 inches high. This piece of information is there in the text. Why did it not grow any further? Change paragraph. Number 1 factor, constant pruning. Number 2, whittling of the roots and branches of the bonsai prevented it from growing any further. And number 3, moreover, the limited space of the pot stunted its growth. Pot में रखने से ये bonsai tree tall नहीं grow कर पाया. The branches and roots of the tree are pruned and whittled to stunt the growth. Who prunes the tree? The gardener prunes the tree. Why does he do so? The function of the gardener is to limit the normal growth of the bonsai tree so that it can be used as a piece of decoration. सजावट के लिए bonsai को हम घर में रखते हैं और इसीलिए गार्डनर क्या करता है? bonsai को छोटा करके ही रखता है. The bonsai does not need much watering and care, so he constantly prunes it. This is the reason. After this, question number 3. What does croons mean? Briefly describe the symbolism. See, you will have to know the inner meaning of each and every concept. The word croons means hums or sings in a low voice, in a soft low voice, especially in a sentimental manner. We usually croon over a baby. And what is the symbolism? The gardener croons because he is exercising his will over the bonsai. He is conditioning the bonsai. He is happy at the thought that he does not allow the tree to grow to the best of its capacity. Crooning also stands, the word crooning also stands for the happiness of the gardener. वो बहुत खुश है. It is ironical, there is irony. It is ironical that he is justifying. All these words are important. The injustice done to it by crooning. गुनगुना के वो अपना खुशी जता रहा है और बोनसाई को भी बता रहा है, देखो बोनसाई, तुम छोटी ही रहो, तुम ज्यादा बढ़ो मत. This crooning symbolizes the social conditioning of women, which starts at a very early stage. It is a form of deception and trickery. The gardener is using deception, trickery and falsehood. The male members of the society also use falsehood and deception. सेकेंड जो वीडियो होगा वर्कबुक सॉल्यूशंस का, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस है, वहाँ पे रेपिटेशन, क्वेश्चंस का रेपिटेशन होगा, मगर फिर भी वो सेट भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होने वाला है. सो कीप वॉचिंग ऑल द वीडियोज. What role do the short lines of the poem play? The short lines of the poem lend a sing-song tone. बहुत इजी लूसिड वे में मार्ज पियर्सी ने एक कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सोशल इशू को इस पोएम में हाईलाइट किया है. एंड दिस इज द सिंग सॉन्ग टोन, द लुसिडिटी. These lines seem broken, छोटे छोटे broken lines, just like the whittling of a bonsai's branches. The shortness of the lines stresses that Marge Piercy wants to deliver the message urgently. She wants to highlight the injustice done to women and also to the bonsai. In this way, the poet emphasizes the limited lives of both the bonsai and women. The bonsai is an extended metaphor of women who are subjugated. Identify the gardening vocabulary, the diction, gardening vocabulary used in the extract. How do these aid, how do these help in the artifice of the bonsai? The poet uses gardening vocabulary like pruned, whittles, branches and gardener. The gardener is conditioning, I have already discussed this, the bonsai to believe that it is its nature to remain small. He prunes the roots and branches and ties them to control its growth. So this is a process. This is a process to control the natural growth of the bonsai. The gardening metaphor, the gardening vocabulary establishes the metaphor of the bonsai tree as a woman to highlight the role of women in a patriarchy and the deception which is used to justify the injustice done to the tree and women. ये पूरा process is related to deception and falsehood. The gardener is deceptive, he is cunning and he uses deception. The male members of the society also use deception. Extract 3, read the extract from the screen. What is the nature of the tree according to the gardener? According to the gardener, the nature of the tree is to be small and cozy, domestic and weak. I have quoted this from the extract. Is the tree lucky to grow in a pot? Explain the irony in this line. The tree is not lucky to grow in a pot. In reality कुछ और है और हमें दिखाया कुछ और जा रहा है, बॉन्साई को समझाया कुछ और जा रहा है. The gardener's opinion, however, is different. गार्डनर तो ट्री को बोल रहा है कि तुम बहुत लकी हो, तुम बहुत लकी हो कि तुम इस घर में, इस पॉट में हो. The gardener uses falsehood. As discussed, falsehood to convince the bonsai that it is lucky to be a little tree that is kept in a pot instead of being exposed to the elements and forces of nature. अगर तुम एक फॉरेस्ट में या एक माउंटेन साइड में ग्रो करती तो शायद एक दिन गरज चमक गिर के तुम्हें नष्ट कर देता, तो तुम यहाँ पे तो सुरक्षित हो. देखो, this is the irony. Herein lies the irony. He is giving reasons to justify his actions. He is doing wrong and he is justifying his actions. What effect do these lines have on the tree? Explain. The bonsai is conditioned to believe that it is its nature to remain small, to be kept in a pot. It is convinced that it is not strong biologically. It is not strong biologically. Metaphorically, a woman is socially conditioned to conform to social rules and ancient customs. बोनसाई कभी क्वेश्चन नहीं करता. गार्डनर को बोनसाई कभी पूछता नहीं है, मैं क्यों छोटी हूं, तुम मुझे छोटा क्यों बना के रख रहे हो. And similarly, women are also socially conditioned not to question the predetermined role that is assigned to them. Even though the tree had the potential to grow taller, it didn't. Explain. This answer is already discussed. The constant pruning, whittling, limited space, and the role of the gardener. So refer to that answer. If the tree was nurtured, it would have grown tall and reached its potential. Comment. If the tree was nurtured, it would have grown tall and reached its potential. The nature of a tree is to grow large, but its roots are kept bound. Trimming and cutting down refers to the societal standards by which women are dominated. The bondage used to keep the bonsai from growing is thus found in the lives of women. So, there is bondage, and both are unable to reach their potential. Trickery has been used and the growth is stunted. The bonsai is 9 inches high and women stay submissive, weak and docile. वो ज़्यादा questions नहीं रेस करते. बोनसाई भी एक छोटा लिटिल बोनसाई बन के रह गया है और women play secondary role in society. Extract 4. Why should one begin very early? What do you understand by dwarf? The gardener has to start early to keep the bonsai small. Similarly, men or the society must begin early in order to trick women into unwillingly being oppressed. She has to be crushed early enough, nipped in the bud. Manipulation of thoughts and social conditioning are better when started early. And also mention it is easy to tame one at an early age. Therefore, one should begin early. And what is the meaning of dwarf? Make something smaller than its actual size. What is the significance of dwarf and crippled? The imagery reflected by dwarf and crippled suggests a sense of oppression and subjugation. The word crippled means impaired. Lack of physical, mental and spiritual development is implied. The bonsai is a little tree just 9 inches high. Physical growth nahi hai. Similarly, in the life of a woman, there is no physical growth. They are considered to be weak, meek and docile. They are mentally not strong, lack mental growth as well, and there is no spiritual development. Explain the meaning and significance of bound feet. The gardener keeps the feet of the bonsai bound. The roots are tied and whittled to keep it in a pot. This suggests domination and reversal of the laws of nature. This is the significance. The bound feet and the hair in colors indicate that the poet is not talking about a tree. Who is she talking about? And you will have to justify. So this is going to be a lengthy answer. The tree is an extended metaphor for women who are suppressed and subjugated in a patriarchy. What is the most important word here? Women. And these women are suppressed, subjugated. Patriarchy must also be mentioned in your answer. And justification. The bondage used to keep the bonsai from growing is found in the lives of women. Freedom, self-assertion are forbidden. So, freedom, lack of freedom, and the women are not free to question. Self-assertion, to assert themselves. The bound feet and hair in colors signify very important conventional beauty standards. Women are treated as objects of beauty, objects for show and ornamentation, although they must stay tied to their responsibilities in the family. They are considered to be inferior, but they must look good, they must be beautiful, and they must conform to artificial beauty standards. Explain the meaning and significance of the hands you love to touch. The hand symbolizes femininity, purity, accompanied with loyalty. Men seek admiration from women and comfort even after imposing limitations on them using trickery. It is perhaps not possible to love and control at the same time. The use of irony here is subtle. तुम प्यार भी करोगे और तुम control, dominate भी करोगे using falsehood. This is not done, so there is irony here. Women are expected to selflessly and unconditionally love the other members of the family, but nobody reciprocates to this love. The woman is not loved in return. Instead of this, men seek admiration from them and also comfort. This is the meaning of this expression, and there is irony in the last two lines. Dear students, this is the end of today's session.